George, as well, down there in the paddock. It's James Lyford with his third pole position of the year, hoping to add to 2 wins and 2 fastest laps. Next to him, Matt Pinney, Peter Bonus and David Burney on the second row of the grid. Top lady racer is Louise Inch. She's 5th from Adrian Tuckley, with next lady Jo Polly next to Chris Morgan, the championship leader. Then it's Ian Slark, followed by Stuart Coombs. Ian third in the championship. James Palmer and Ben van der Bos on the 6th row. 7th row, Michael Dryden and Holly Reid. Then it's Dan Palmer and Jonathan Thompson on the 8th row of the grid. Row 9, Charlie Brisker along with Stephen Miles, and then another lady racer, Verity Phillips. Next to her is Will Smith. Row 11, Stephen Rose and Thomas Mosley, and then it's Christine Holmes and James Goodall. That's the penultimate row of the grid. And the last 2 runners, Matt Hammond in car number 50 and Sheila Hathel in car 16. So a capacity grid then of 26 cars. A superb entry has been put together for this round 7 of the BRSCC Mighty Mini Championship, sponsored by Mini Spare Centre Limited. And as ever, Roger Tello, the man behind Mighty Minis, has put together a terrific field. 5-second board going out, and we're getting ready to go motor racing here. Haven't seen them since Cadwell Park. It's been a superb season for the Mighty Minis as ever. You may remember Chris Morgan won that one. And off they go, on board with Morgan. Great start. He's following his teammate Louise Inch, Peter Bonus and James Lyford. He's very slow off the line. It's a great start by Matt Pinney. Pinney in 21, the blue headlights leads. Now we're on board. Now there's Louise Inch. So, in fact, Louise Inch has ceded to her teammate Chris Morgan. Morgan's through into 2nd position, but it's Matt Pinney leading. Peter Bonus 2nd. And then, beg your pardon, it's Louise Inch in 3rd place, Chris Morgan in 4th. So we've got the order wrong, but I think that's going to change now, because Chris Morgan looking down the inside. Bonus going down the inside of Pinney, and Morgan following through. Morgan follows through. That's great driving from them, and Peter Bonus leads the race here, round 7. Now out wide they go. Louise Inch gets squeezed onto the grass by her teammate. Now she will recover from that. Let's go on board with James Lyford, who's quite a way down. So Lyford, not the best of starts for him in 48. There he is, back in about 5th or 6th position. And he will try and get back into the swing of things. Through goes James Palmer in car number 7. But Peter Bonus leads then from Chris Morgan. Now, how good is it that all of these drivers have got through that hairpin very tight? And when you've got 26 cars all barging their way down into that corner for the first time, you could think it was going to end in tears. And here comes Morgan. Morgan down the inside. He's going to take the lead. Bonus on the outside. Chris Morgan takes the lead. And Louise Inch is going for 3rd place. Very wide around Gerard's corner. But Bonus in 2nd place. He's not giving up, and he's right in the slipstream of the race leader. So Morgan, who has won, let me see, 4 races this year. The 2nd race of the year was at Snetterton. So we go back on board with James Lyford, and it was Lyford that won the 2nd race of the season at Snetterton. Then we had 3 on the bounce. Oh, and talking of bounces, there's a bang there into Lyford. Lyford takes a knock. Bonus goes off. Oh, this car's absolutely everywhere. They're all going on the grass, but recovering, which is the important thing. These cars, very, very drivable. Now then, up to the hairpin again, and Chris Morgan hangs on to it. Oh, there's contact there. Dave Burney gets a tap. He gets his sideways, but I think he collected it up. Burney, the Essex racer, I think has got it back. The financial trader is there and comes back into it. But here they come down through Devil's Elbow for the 2nd time. Rest of the field coming through. And believe it or not, no casualties so far. This is very, very good racing from them. And Morgan, as we say, took 3 on the bounce. Then James Lyford won at Silverstone last time out. So Lyford, oh, and there's a big wobbly moment for Ian Slark. Now Jolene Polly coming up the inside there as well. Slark followed by Jolene Polly. So Polly, remember, trying to defend her ladies' championship, but Louise Inch is doing a very good job at the moment of winning that one this year. She's in 5th position overall. And Jo had a couple of good results at the start of the season, dropped back a little bit, but seems to have found her form this weekend. There's Stuart Coombs in car number 10. Let's see whether James Lyford can get back on terms with Stuart Coombs. To the inside line. Coombs has got things very well covered. Lyford pulls out. Now he's going to accelerate to the outside line, but we go back to the leaders. At Shaw's the hairpin, very tight as you can see as they come in there, and Lyford round the outside, I think, has pulled off that manoeuvre on car number 10. So Coombs loses a place. Lyford now will have the inside line as they come down to the elbow, take the position back as we look at car 55. Aid Tuckley running 4th in the championship and on to another lap. Now then, on board again we go, this time with Jolene Polly. Comes from Cambridge here, and Jo, a bit of bump drafting there. I think that's Ian Slark in front, trying to get down the inside line on Louise Inch. Didn't quite work out for them there. Now, out of Gerrard's, past the new part of the rallycross circuit that's being put together here at Mallory Park, and the rallycross will be making its debut later in the season. Now, down the steps straight they go, up past the runoff that the motorbikes use, called Edwina's, named after Edwina Overend, who used to own and run the circuit here. And Joe Polly still doing well, but Chris Morgan at the moment is still in lead position. Peter Bonus in second, and off goes Louise Inch. Louise Inch goes one. Joe Polly leads the Ladies' Cup now. So Joe Polly in the lead of the ladies. She'll be wanting to get up with the overall honours, so never mind the Ladies' Cup. Off goes car number 20. That's Ben Vandenbos. Well, Ben is fourth in the novices this year. That's the way you learn, isn't it, to have an off? So Ben will recover from that, and no doubt learn. You can see he's still got the novice insignia on the back of the car, still in his first handful of meetings in his career. And it's Chris Morgan that continues to lead. Peter Bonus in second position. Through go the rest of the top runners there. James Lyford coming under pressure from Joe Polly. Behind her in pink, it's Louise Inch. Polly running in the famous Polly purple colours of that. George, of course, the former hot rod world champion, and the gold roof signifying the colours that George sported in '76 when he won the World Championship, and number 76, incidentally, is the year that Joe was born. Sorry to give your age away, Joe, but it was the year that Dad won the championship, the year Joe was born. Bouncy moment over the curb for someone in front of her. But here we come up to the hairpin again. Now this looks like Bonus is on a bit of a mission here. Takes a slightly wider line, on board with Lyford. You can see Ian Slot in kind of how close do these cars get. Remember, this is the more standard of the two classes, and this is the class that you start off racing in Mighty Minis, and after 3 years you have to move up into the Super Mighty Mini category. You can see competition very, very fierce, and I think Roger Tello has got the formula exactly right. Now Bernie to the outside line. Surely this is not going to work for him around the outside at Gerrard's. Morgan's got the inside, as you can see, and there's Bonus. Incredible manoeuvre. Peter Bonus right the way around the outside at Gerrard's. You've got to be very, very brave to do that. As we go back to 9 and 69 there, Michael Dryden being passed by Jonathan Thompson. Also in the mix in blue is Holly Reid, the cabin crew lady, cabin doors to manual. She's the daughter of Neil Hasler, former racer in the championship. And Holly's having a very good run. You can see that shot there, right the way down to the corner where these guys are dicing it out. And Peter Bonus in front once again, this time being challenged by Chris Morgan. Peter comes from Suffolk. Now look at that. The leaders are not getting away. Still in third place, it's Aid Tuckley. Through the hairpin they go. Everybody again is safe and sound. Here comes the battle, and yeah, Holly's gone past, so Holly Reid makes up a position. So Holly's running real well. That's good first. She's passed Michael Dryden as well. But Peter Bonus leads this one from Chris Morgan. Now I think Morgan's going to try what Bonus did on the last lap. Falls out. Aid Tuckley in third. James Lyford fourth. Then it's Dave Burney in car number 2, then Ian Slot, then Joe Polly in 76. And positions relatively static for Mighty Minis at the moment. This is an absolutely superb circuit, Mallory Park. If you haven't been, you really must come up. Keep your eyes on the Mighty Mini website to see when we're racing here next year. And Lyford's going up the inside of Adrian Tuckley. This is the battle for third place. Now is Lyford going to go through? Tuckley hangs on to it. Look at the slide that Tuckley gets into there, very well controlled. And he hangs on to third. James Lyford can't get a wheel on the podium at the moment. Now then, on board again with Lyford. Now, inside line, hard on the brakes as they come into the hairpin. Oh, he almost goes into Morgan there, very close indeed, and I think he's through. Lyford is into third position. That was a great move. Aid Tuckley, we can't see Lyford. There he is, there's James Lyford. Tuckley's going to fight back on the inside as they go through the elbow. There's Louise Inch in 24, he's having a good race, chasing Joe Polly. Now, back marker coming into play. Sheila Hassel in car number 16. Sheila, the retired nurse, district nurse from Cheshire, and she's enjoying her racing very much. You can see just exiting Gerrard's corner now. Peter Bonus is going to be the first driver to have to deal with the back marker. I'm sure there's not going to be any problem with Sheila at all, but they go up the step straight. Sheila will look in the mirrors and see the pack. It's a fucking sight, isn't it? Jostling Minis coming up. James Lyford, here he is, then in third place. Chris Morgan in front of him. This is potentially the battle for the championship. Dab on the brakes from Morgan, sets the car up well. Up towards the hairpin they will head once again. Aid Tuckley dropping back behind Dave Burney. Well, Sheila Hassel then does move to the outside line. Through goes Peter Bonus into put a lap on the back marker. So Bonus leads with championship leader Chris Morgan in second position. James Lyford in third. Let's see how this folds out after the break. Join us then.